So the last time we were looking at this PlayStation, we tried this blue controller and we were getting nothing but X inputs. So I'm just going to test it again, and if it's doing the same thing, we'll take it apart and give it a wee refurb. Yeah, still doing the same thing. Alright, pull the breaker open, give her a refurb, and then hopefully that'll fix it. Oh, it's a bit broken there. Shame. It's a nice controller, that. Alright.
No thank you. I'd rather push this button.
We're all gonna die!
We're gonna leave the bloody controller. There it is. It's a long time since I took apart a PS1 controller. I'm assuming it's going to be quite similar to a PS2. But I could be wrong. I'm missing a screw or there's something broke. This controller mightn't be as good a shape as I thought it was. Yeah, that's just... yeah. Ugh, oh dear. Hopefully I can get it to a point where it's at least working anyway. Because it's a rare shell. And something tells me that the shell of a PS Dualshock 2 wouldn't fit in them. If I wanted to reshell it, because all I have is fucking Dualshock 2s. And last screw. One of the screws went, oh, jeepers. Yep, there goes everything. There goes everything. I'm just going to leave them in that shell for now. There's all our buttons and button contacts, and there's our membrane. They go bad in the PS2, but in the PS1 they were built to last. There's our vibration motors. That one's quite dinky compared to what you get in modern ones. It's funny. And I just gotta get that button out. There we go. And that's all the controller taken away from the controllery bits. Oh, you can just take the film. This is one of the ones I think that you can just pull the film out on. Which will make my life a hell of a lot easier if that's true. Yeah. Oh. Sony, why did you go so complex with the PS2? Can you unplug that, or is that just... I don't think you can unplug that. Can I see where it goes in there? It's like, so that is the shield for the cable. Anyway, the cable's an okay nick. I'm not too worried about that. We're just going to give everything a bit of a rub scrub and a clean in and put it back where it needs to be, I think. Is that a bit broken, or is that supposed to be broken? I can never remember. Might be able to rub one of them out of a PS2 controller anyway. I mean, it is a nice shell. Take this screw out. Ah, don't you go flying anymore. Ah yeah, you can see where the screw housing goes in there is broken compared to that side. That's a shame. Might be able to rebuild it with super glue or something. Actually no, I'm not, because when I went to super glue a bit on the PS1 body, just basically disintegrated it, so I'll not do that, but I might do something. Not sure what yet. And now the two buttons just need to be squeezed a little bit in a couple of places. Go on, you frigger, you. Come on. Come on, we're not got time for this today. I'm a very important man with very important things to do. Come on. Come on. Come. Out. Please. Hey, thank you. And the other one. Right, so that's all the parts apart. Okay, so I just need to look at the do. I'm not going to separate the film from these shoulder pad mounts because I'm not going to lie, it'll just be an absolute pain in the hole to get them back in. Oh, there. That's not very springy on this side, is it? What's going on there? There's supposed to be a spring in there that's broken. I think it was just misplaced. Where does it go compared to this one? This way. I feel like there maybe should be a spring in there, but no, it's just the membrane, isn't it? Yeah, the membrane should be springy enough, but it's like catching on the membrane. I'm gonna take the other side off for a look and see what it looks like too. Yeah, it just sits on top. Looks okay. All the bits are on there. That's on straps. The one gearing to the front like that. No, I don't like how not bouncy that is. So here's the same membrane from a PlayStation 2. It looks fairly similar. I'm going to try it anyway and see does it fit. It might not. Okay, I'll try the other end maybe. I don't think this is going to work though. No. Yeah, the Dualshock 2 one is just a little bit longer. But maybe we can do something with that. I'm not going to give up on it right now. So that goes in under the pop it under there like that. PS2 ones do have that little bit of a shoulder. That helps them sit in place better on the PS2, but means that for this operation, I'm going to try to put the button on and see how it feels, and if not, I'll trim it back. It bends out. Okay. No, still nothing. Is there an issue with the button or? I'm going to take the button out of the other side and see am I missing something with it. They're a completely different type of button. This might be the button of a PS2 one. So I put it in over here. Bet you it'll be fine. Yeah. If I put this one in here, it won't be because it's the button of the PlayStation 2 controller. It doesn't have the same mouldings on it. Ha! That's mad. Right. Bear with me. So I'm back up my big box of Dualshock 2 parts. Yeah, somebody has put the one button from a PlayStation 2 controller onto this for reasons unknown, and because of the inherent different shape and moulding between the two, she won't work. I mean, I could try chopping a bit off the post, maybe that might do something, make it a bit springier. I think I need to take even more off it. Actually, we've gone this far. That's another bit. Because we got nothing to lose. Not the tidiest trim in the world. But it might get the job done. And at the end of the day, That's all that matters, isn't that right, ladies? There we go, that'll work. Now we just have to get this original one back in where it's supposed to go, which is a little bit trickier because they were slightly better made. So please do bear with me while I fiddle around in the dark. Once again, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. It definitely doesn't feel the same as the other side, but it feels better. So I'm happy enough with that for now. So we just want to clean the shell and the buttons and all that. We'll take that out of the way and put it there. We'll give it a clean with something that's not isopropyl alcohol. Just a cotton bud, I think, and a bit of soapy water. I think I am going to replace this with one out of the PS2 box, actually. Just bear with me a second till I get it. I'll try it anyway. If it doesn't work, I'll just put this one back in. Right, let's go get a bath. So I went through and I cleaned the graphite here with just some cotton buds with some soapy water on them. Nothing too wet, nothing too vigorous, just nice and gentle, just to get any debris that might be off those graphite contacts off. You don't need to beat the crap out of them. They're not your enemy. They're not coming after anything of yours. Just be nice and gentle with them. Right, now I'm just going to give the main board a bit of a quick clean, just with some contact cleaner and a toothbrush and some cotton buds. It's getting that decades old grime off there. So I would say that the Dualshock 1 controller is a pretty revolutionary controller. Now, it wasn't the first to do any of the features that it had, but it was one of the first to do them all together in a way that was comfortable and change things. Now, it took a few years for games to really get the hang of the twin stick thing. I mean, Sony's own Ape Escape, which was a great platformer that utilised both the sticks. One of them was for moving your character, and then the other stick, the right stick, would be used then for contextual movements for your weapons. For example, you would go around like that driver motor if you had a helicopter and you could fly. Or you could swipe it forward and back with your sword to hit things, or forward back with your net to catch the monkeys. Yeah, it was pretty revolutionary during the day. Back in the day when everyone was kind of used to, you know, your standard D-pad movement, crappy cameras, but in 3D worlds, we needed better. And like I say, it wasn't the first to have any of the features that it had, but it was one of the first to bring them all together in a way, and into a widespread market. So I think it deserves a bit of love for that. I think a lot of people from back in my day would have a lot of good nostalgia for this controller. Okay, putting it back together now. Yeah, replace the L1 feels a lot better. It's good. There's gaps. I don't like the fact that there's gaps, but I'm not quite sure what to do about that. Alright, let's plug this bad boy back in and see what it does. Well, the analog button's not coming on for a start, but sometimes that takes a while. So I mean, the up and down buttons do work, but they take a lot harder to press than you'd like. Alright, I'm going to try again and see what the other buttons work. Go with TOMBI this time. I might need to swap out that PlayStation 2 cross-member part for its old PlayStation 1 because I think it's making the arrow keys just too hard to hit. And our analog button's still not coming on. This may not have been an analog game though. Did I accidentally restart it? Fucking good. This is an absolutely great game, by the way. If you've never played it, seek it out. It's brilliant. Yeah, I'm going to swap out that wee PlayStation 2 thing for the D-pad for PS1 one, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, that's done, so we're just going to try her again. I forgot to put N2 back in. It's all gone wrong. We got our analog button working too. Yeah, them directional buttons feel much better. See, analog on, analog on, analog off. Ah, yeah, that's much better. Barely have to hit it at all, and she's working. Yeah, flying through those menus now. Youth pink hair. The 100-year-old wise man. Okay, we can... Oh yeah, use the analog sticks. So turn analog off, and yeah, D-pad is working fine. Yeah, we'll put analog back on, because... Oh! This game definitely works better with the sticks.